Solve. Command. Leviticus chapter 6, verse 8. Then the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the law of the burnt offering. It is the burnt offering, because it burneth upon the altar all the night into the morning, and the fire burneth on the altar. And the priest shall put on his linen garment, and shall put on his linen breeches upon his flesh, and take away the ashes when the fire hath consumed the burnt offering upon the altar. And he shall put them beside the altar. After he shall put off his garments, and put on another raiment, and carry the ashes forth without the host unto a clean place. But the fire upon the altar shall burn thereon, and never be put out. Wherefore the priest shall burn wood on it every morning, and lay the burnt offerings in order upon it. And he shall burn thereon the fat of the peace offerings. The fire shall ever burn upon the altar, and never go out. Also this is the law of the meat offering, which Aaron's sons shall offer in the presence of the Lord before the altar. He shall even take thence his handful of fine flour, of the meat offering, and of the oil, and all the incense upon which is the meat offering, and shall burn it upon the altar for a sweet savour, as a memorial therefore unto the Lord. But the rest thereof shall Aaron and his sons eat. It shall be eaten without leaven in the holy place. In the court of the tabernacle of the congregation shall they eat it. It shall not be baked with leaven. I have given it for their portion of my offering, made by fire. For it is the sin offering, and as the trespass offering. All the males among the children of Aaron shall eat it. It shall be a statute forever in your generations concerning the offerings of the Lord made by fire. Whatsoever toucheth them shall be holy. Again the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, This is the offering of Aaron and his sons, which they shall offer unto the Lord in the day when he is anointed, the 10th part of an ephah of fine flour, for a meat offering perpetual, half of it in the morning, and half thereof at night. In the frying pan it shall be made with oil. Thou shalt bring it fried, and shalt offer the baked pieces of the meat offering for a sweet savour unto the Lord. And the priest that is anointed in his stead among his sons shall offer it. It is the Lord's ordinance forever. It shall be burnt altogether. For every meat offering of the priest shall be burnt altogether. It shall not be eaten. Furthermore the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, and say, This is the law of the sin offering. In the place where the burnt offering is killed, shall the sin offering be killed before the Lord, for it is most holy. The priest that offereth this sin offering shall eat it. In the holy place shall it be eaten, in the court of the tabernacle of the congregation. Whatsoever shall touch the flesh thereof shall be holy. And when there droppeth of the blood thereupon a garment, thou shalt wash that whereon it droppeth in the holy place. Also the earthen pot that it is sodden in shall be broken. But if it be sodden in a brazen pot, it shall both be scoured and washed with water. All the males among the priests shall eat thereof, for it is most holy. But no sin offering, whose blood is brought into the tabernacle of the congregation to make reconciliation in the holy place, shall be eaten, but shall be burnt with fire. Leviticus chapter 7. Likewise, this is the law of the trespass offering. It is most holy. In the place where they kill the burnt offering, shall they kill the trespass offering, and the blood thereof shall be sprinkled round about upon the altar. All the fat thereof also shall he offer, the rump, and the fat that covereth the inwards. After he shall take away the 2 kidneys, with the fat that is on them, and upon the flanks, and the caul on the liver, with the kidneys. And the priest shall burn them upon the altar, for an offering made by fire unto the Lord. This is a trespass offering. All the males among the priests shall eat thereof, shall be eaten in the holy place, for it is most holy. As the sin offering is, so is the trespass offering. One law shall serve for both. That wherein the priest shall make atonement shall be his. Also the priest that offereth any man's burnt offering shall have the skin of the burnt offering which he hath offered, and all the meat offering that is baked in the oven, and that is dressed in the pan and in the frying pan, shall be the priest's that offereth it. And every meat offering mingled with oil, and that is dry, shall pertain unto all the sons of Aaron to eat all alike. Furthermore, this is the law of the peace offerings which he shall offer unto the Lord. If he offer it to give thanks, then he shall offer for his thanks offering unleavened cakes mingled with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and fine flour fried with cakes mingled with oil. He shall offer also his offering with cakes of unleavened bread for his peace offerings to give thanks. And of all the sacrifice he shall offer 1 cake for an heave offering unto the Lord, and it shall be the priest that sprinkled the blood of the peace offerings. Also the flesh of the peace offerings for thanksgiving shall be eaten the same day that it is offered. He shall leave nothing thereof until the morning. But if the sacrifice of his offering be a vow or a free offering, it shall be eaten the same day that he offereth his sacrifice. And so in the morning the residue thereof shall be eaten. But as much of the offered flesh as remaineth unto the 3rd day shall be burnt with fire. For if any of the flesh of his peace offerings be eaten in the 3rd day, he shall not be accepted that offered it, neither shall it be reckoned unto him. It shall be an abomination. Therefore the person that eateth of it shall bear his iniquity. The flesh also that toucheth any unclean thing shall not be eaten, but burnt with fire. But of this flesh all that be clean shall eat thereof. But if any eat of the flesh of the peace offerings that pertaineth to the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, even that same person shall be cut off from his people. Moreover, when any toucheth any unclean thing, as the uncleanness of man, or of an unclean beast, or of any filthy abomination, and eat of the flesh of the peace offerings, which pertaineth unto the Lord, even that person shall be cut off from his people. Again the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say, Ye shall eat no fat of beeves, nor of sheep, nor of goats, yet the fat of the dead beast, and the fat of that which is torn with beasts, shall be occupied to any use, but ye shall not eat of it. For whosoever eateth the fat of the beast, of that which ye shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord, even the person that eateth shall be cut off from his people. Neither shall ye eat any blood, neither of fowl or of beast, in all of your dwellings. Every person that eateth any blood, even the same person shall be cut off from his people. And the Lord talked with Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say, He that offereth his peace offerings unto the Lord shall bring his gift unto the Lord of his peace offerings. His hands shall bring the offerings of the Lord made by fire, even the fat with the breast shall he bring, and the breast may be shaken to and fro before the Lord. Then the priest shall burn the fat upon the altar, and the breast shall be Aaron's and his sons, and the right shoulder shall ye give unto the priest for an heave offering of your peace offerings. The same that offereth the blood of the peace offerings and the fat among the sons of Aaron shall have the right shoulder for his part. For the breast shaken to and fro, and the shoulder lifted up, have I taken of the children of Israel, even of their peace offerings, and have given them unto Aaron the priest, and to his sons, by a statute forever, from amongst the children of Israel. This is the anointing of Aaron, and the anointing of his sons, concerning the offerings of the Lord made by fire, in the day when he presented them to serve in the priest's office unto the Lord. the which portions the Lord commanded to give them in the day he anointed them from among the children of Israel, by a statute forever in their generations. This is also the law of the burnt offering, of the meat offering, and of the sin offering, and of the trespass offering, and of the consecrations, and of the peace offerings, which the Lord commanded Moses in the Mount Sinai, when he commanded the children of Israel to offer their gifts unto the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai. Leviticus chapter 8. Afterward the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take Aaron and his sons with him, and the garments and the anointing oil, and a bullock for the sin offering, and 2 rams, and a basket of unleavened bread, and assemble all the company at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So Moses did as the Lord had commanded him, and the company was assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Then Moses said unto the company, This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded to do. And Moses brought Aaron and his sons, and washed them with water, and put upon him the coat, and girded him the girdle, and clothed him with the robe, and put the ephod on, which he girded with the broidered girdle of the ephod, and bound it unto him therewith. And he put the breastplate thereon, and put in the breastplate the Urim and Thummim. Also he put the mitre upon his head, and put upon the mitre on the frontlet the golden plate, and the holy crown, as the Lord hath commanded Moses. Now Moses had taken the anointing oil, and anointed the tabernacle, and all that was therein, and sanctified them, and sprinkled thereof upon the altar 7 times, and anointed the altar, and all his instruments, and the laver and its foot, to sanctify them. And he poured of the anointing oil upon Aaron's head, and anointed him to sanctify him. After, Moses brought Aaron's son, and put coals upon them, and girded them with girdles, put bonnets upon their heads, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Then he brought the bullock for the sin offering, and Aaron and his sons put their hands upon the head of the bullock for the sin offering. And Moses slew him, and took the blood, which he put upon the horn of the altar round about with his finger, and purified the altar, and poured the rest of the blood at the foot of the altar. So he sanctified it, to make reconciliation upon it. Then he took all of the fat that was upon the inwards, and the caul of the liver, and the 2 kidneys with their fat, which Moses burned upon the altar. But the bullock and his hide, and his flesh and his dung, he burnt with fire without the host, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Also he brought the ram for the burnt offering, and Aaron and his sons put their hands upon the head of the ram. So Moses killed it, and sprinkled the blood upon the altar round about. And Moses cut the ram in pieces, and burnt the head with the pieces and the fat, and washed the inward parts and legs in water. So Moses burnt the ram every whit upon the altar, for it was a burnt offering for a sweet savour, which was made by fire unto the Lord, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Afterward he brought the other ram, the ram of consecrations, and Aaron and his sons laid their hands upon the head of the ram, which Moses slew, and took out the blood of it, and put it on the lap of Aaron's right ear, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. Then Moses brought Aaron's sons, and put of the blood on their lap of their right ears, and upon the thumbs of their right hands, and upon the great toes of their right feet. And Moses sprinkled the rest of the blood upon the altar round about. And he took the fat, and the rump, and all the fat that was upon the inwards, and the caul of the liver, and the 2 kidneys with their fat, and the right shoulder. Also he took of the basket of the unleavened cake, and a cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer, and put them on the fat, and upon the right shoulder. So he put all in Aaron's hands, and his sons' hands, and shook it to and fro before the Lord. After, Moses took them out of their hands, and burnt them upon the altar for a burnt offering. For these were consecrations for a sweet savor, which were made by fire unto the Lord. Likewise Moses took the breast of the ram of consecration, and shook it to and fro before the Lord, for it was Moses' portion, as the Lord had commanded Moses. Also Moses took of the anointing oil, and of the blood which was upon the altar, and sprinkled it upon Aaron, upon his garments, and upon his sons, and his sons' garments with him. So he sanctified Aaron, his garments, and his sons' garments with him. Afterward Moses said unto Aaron and his sons, Seethe the flesh at the door of the tabernacle of congregation, and there eat it with the bread that is in the basket of consecrations, as I commanded, saying, Aaron and his sons shall eat it, but that which remaineth of the flesh and of the bread shall ye burn with fire, and yet shall ye not depart from the door of the tabernacle of the congregation for 7 days, until the days of your consecrations are at an end. For 7 days, saith the Lord, shall he consecrate you, as he hath done this day, so the Lord hath commanded to do, to make an atonement for you. Therefore shall ye abide at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation day and night 7 days, and shall keep the watch of the Lord, that ye die not, for so I am commanded. So Aaron and his sons did all the things which the Lord had commanded by the hand of Moses.